is 1.1e part 2. This is the same notes that you used for 1.1e, about halfway down on page 32. So today we're going to apply what we know about solving equations to real world situations. So number 12 says part of a story that matches the expressions and equations shown on the left has been written for you. Finish the story, solve the equation, and determine how much time Theo spends training in each sport. So on the left, it lists information for you. This is his triathlon training schedule. The minutes he spent swimming are X. The minutes he spent running are 2 times X, or 2X. The minutes he spent biking are 2 times X, or 2X, plus 30. So this tells you he was training for a total of 510 minutes, and he swam twice, or swam 3 times, right here, swam 3 times, ran 4 times, and then biked twice. Okay, so let's fill in the blank. Theo is training for a triathlon. He runs twice as long as he swims. He bikes 30 minutes more than he runs. Because running is 2x and he bikes 30 more than 2x. He swims 3 times a week, he runs 4 times a week, and bikes twice a week. You can find that right here in front of the expression for minutes spent biking. If he spends a total of 510 minutes per week training, how many minutes does he spend on each exercise at a time? That means every time, not a total, each time. So let's rewrite this, and what we need to do is we need to find x. Okay, so let's distribute and multiply some things together. So 3x comes down, 4 times 2x is 8x, 2 times 2 is 4x, 2 times 30 is 60. Now let's combine all the x's. So 3x and 8x is 11, and 4 more, 15x. Now I'm going to undo this addition by using the inverse, which is subtracting 60. So I have 15x equals 450. And when I undo that multiplication by dividing by 15, x is 30. So every time he swims, that's x. That's 30 minutes. And then running is twice that, so he runs for 60 minutes at a time. And we're going to plug in the value of x, which is 30, to find out how much time he spends biking. So he bikes for 90 minutes at a time. Okay, let's go on to number 13. All right, this, you kind of got to write your own story. It says, write a story that matches the expressions and equations shown on the left, and solve the equation and determine how much each ride at the fair costs. You know, we're all going to have probably our own versions of this, but it should be something like this. And you may have to stop the video so you can write this down. First, let's go over the information. So a trip to the fair. The information on the left says the cost of a pony ride is B. The cost of riding a Ferris wheel is a half B. The cost of bungee jump is 2B plus 5. So now this expression on the bottom shows us 3 pony rides, 4 rides on the Ferris wheel, and 1 bungee jump. That was probably enough for anyone. And this amount is the total amount that was spent. So I'm going to write my story. You can use other names. Yours can be a little different, but it should be, the numbers should be right, the same. Okay, so I say Joe went to the fair and spent $33. And he spent $33 total all day. So he went on 3 pony rides, 4 Ferris wheel rides, and 1 bungee jump, a single bungee jump. Couldn't catch me doing that. Okay, so we want to know how much does each ride cost. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to find B. So let me rewrite this without all the underlining and circling. You don't need the parentheses anymore because he only went on 1 bungee jump. If he went on more, you would need to put the number of times in front of the parentheses. So let's simplify. I have 3B, 4 times 1/2 B, 4 times 1/2 is 2B, plus 3B, plus 5 equals 33. Let's combine all of these B's here. Oh, this is 2, sorry. Copied that wrong. Gotta be careful. So I have 3B plus 2B is 5B, plus 2 more is 7B, plus 5 equals 33. I'm going to subtract 5 from each side. So 7B equals 28. And when you divide by 7, B is 4. So B up here is the pony ride. So the pony ride is $4. The Ferris wheel is half of the 4. So half of that 4 is $2. And for the crazy people that want to bungee jump, you're going to take 2B plus 4. So I'm going to plug that 4 in where the B is. So 8 plus 4 is 12. So bungee jumping is $12. Okay, one more. We got one more here today. Number 14 is on the next page, page 33. It says, solve this riddle. Consider the numbers 3, 8, and 7, and find a fourth number so that the average of the numbers is 7. The following equation represents this situation. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about how to get an average. So you're going to add a total of all numbers, and then you're going to divide that by the number of items, the number of numbers you had. Okay, so you're going to take 3 plus 8 plus 7 plus the number that we're going to find out, the fourth number, which we made x, and you're going to divide that by 4 because there are 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers that we added together. Okay, so 3, these here are the numbers that we're going to add, numbers to average. 7 is the average. We're going to label these. And 4 is how many numbers there are. Okay, so we're going to take this equation and we're going to solve for x. So to get to x up here, we're going to have to kind of go off of our to-do list and go a little bit rogue. So we got to get rid of that 4 before we can get at the x. So this says divide by 4, kind of like clearing a fraction. To undo that, we need to multiply everything by 4. So that's canceled. Now I can get at that x over here, but I have to multiply that 7 by 4. So now everything is equal to 28. Okay, so now I'm going to add my like terms. So 3 plus 8 is 11, plus 7 is 18, plus x. Now we want to move that 18 away from the x. It's a positive 18, even though there's no plus sign in front of it. So I'm going to do the opposite and subtract. And that makes x equal to 10. So the fourth number that you would need in order to have an average of 7 is 10. Okay, that's it for now. Make sure to come to my office hours if you need help. Thanks.